Hello there guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to design a logo in Photoshop. Also, of course, we're gonna dive deeper into using of ellipse tool, text tool, gradient tool, and applying clipping mask. So let's get started. So now our plan here is to create a logo of our channel, the Doodle Royalty. So you may be able to get a tips or tricks on how to create a logo. So the first step I'm gonna do here is we're going to create a circle with the use of the ellipse tool. So to do that, I'm going to the toolbar and find the ellipse tool. So it's over here on shapes. You can just right click on the shapes. So actually on the shape, there are rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, and ellipse tool. And this is the one that we're going to make use of. So I'll just click on that. And now let's begin creating a circle on our canvas. So I'm just going to hold and drag to create the circle. See? All right. So let's name this one as the circle. I'm going to create another circle inside the circle. Okay, so I'm going to click and drag there once again. So if you want to make this one bigger again, just click on the layer of it and then press Ctrl+T. And you can see the transformation command is out. Now you may now start adjusting it. And that's how it goes. All right. So the next step we're going to do here is we're going to make the stroke of this circle thick. So to do that, I'm going to click on the first circle, and then under the stroke, just click on this, and then I'm going to drag the slider to the right. Okay, and also inside, so to the other circle, let's rename this one as circle 2 so that we won't be confused. All right, so click on that, and same what we just did under the appearance, under stroke, just click on this, and then adjust the slider going to the right. Maybe around 30. I'll just write it out. 30. 30. Okay, and also in the other one, let's just make it balance. Okay, so click on that, and then set this one to 30. And there you go. All right. The next step I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply an image in the middle with the use of clipping mask. So actually, I have here an image of that. This is the image of the Doodle Royalty. So to bring this image to that original document, let's click on the move tool here on top. Just click on that and then click and drag it into the other document and release. I'm just going to bring this layer going up here. So I'm just going to rename this one as the image. Selected on that image, I'm going to click on Ctrl+T again for the transformation. And then I'm going to drag this one fit enough to fill the circle. Okay, see? All right, now I'm good with this. After that, from the image layer, I'm going to right click on that and then choose create clipping mask. And then you can see that the image is already inside to that circle too. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm good with this. And by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. And yes, going back here, from the outer circle or the circle one we just created, now I want to apply a gradient effect on it. So to do that, clicking on the circle one here in the layer, okay, click on that. I'm going to click and add a new layer. Go here at the bottom with the square with a cross in the middle. That's it. Just click on that. Now we just created that one. And then let's name this one as gradient. Okay. And there you go. So just click on this and then find the gradient tool. Let's go to the toolbar and find this gradient symbol here. That's the gradient tool. So just click on that. All right. So once we click that, from the options on top, we can change the combinations of color. So I'm just going to double click on this, and you can, once I double click on that, this gradient editor dialog box will appear. Now we may now start changing the combinations of color. Okay. And then once all the setting is set, press OK. And after that, I may now start to click and drag to create this effect. Now you see what happens? Okay, so again, I'm going to undo this one. Okay, so click and drag to have this kind of effect. Okay, or you can also set this one like if you're going to start from the top going down. All right, so I tried to do that 3 times so that the color will be a little bit solid. Okay, and after that, so selected on the gradient layer that we just created, we're going to create another clipping mask here so that the gradient effect will go into that circle. So to do that, right click on that gradient layer and then select create clipping mask. Now you can see that the gradient effect already goes into the circle one that we just made. The next step we're going to do here is we're going to make use of the text tool. Now we already add the text, all right, here. So to do that, okay, let's just deselect this one first and let's go to the toolbar and press on this one that with a T symbol. That means that's the text tool. So just click on it and then click it on our canvas. Now this one will appear. It will allow you now to write the text you want to apply. All right, so I'm going to put it here, doodle. Okay, just doodle for now. Okay, and then after that, clicking on that layer, I'm going to make it that small. So same thing, Control plus T for the transformation. Okay, all right, but if you will notice here that the texts are too big, right? So to fix this one, you can just drag this one here, and also I'm going to apply here another effect like I'm gonna make the text into an art. So to do that, I'm going to click on the doodle layer, press Control plus T for the transformation command. Right click and I'm gonna press warp. Okay, so once I press warp, now you can see the options on top are changed. Now for the warp, under warp, I'm going to click on this and select art. All right, now it shows this image. Okay, all right, another thing here, I want to change the color of this. So to do that, I'm just going to double click on that layer. Yes, there you go. This one shows up. And then for the color, just put this one into black. Okay, and then select OK. All right, so the next step we're going to do here is I'm just going to align the text into the circle. Okay, so to do that, still hold plus click on the doodle plus and then press Control plus T for the transformation command once again, and then select warp and under warp. Okay, so for the band, I'm gonna adjust that to, let's see if it's gonna work out for 100. Yes, all right, that's good. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, but the size also increases, so we're gonna decrease that by same thing. Press Control plus T, and then drag this one here. All right, I'm good with this. And we're going to apply another text here. That's going to be for the royalty. But to make this one easier, so I'm just going to click on the doodle layer, press Control plus J to create a duplicate. Now we already have a duplicate of that, right? See? Okay, now on this part, I'm just going to double click on that layer. And then I'm going to change this one to royalty. Okay, now that's much better. All right. And then press Control plus T for the transformation options. Right click on it, warp. For the band, I'm going to put that to -100. All right, now it shows this image. Okay. All right, I think this one is fit enough for that. And there you go. I'm good with this logo. So if you want to remove the background there, you can just click on this, hide that one, and now save this one. And now you can already put this one on your social media, like for your videos or like that. So that is how to design a logo in Photoshop.